The dirt road wound deeper into the forest like a scar through an endless wall of pines. My tires crunched over gravel, slipping in the ruts carved by rain. The farther I drove, the heavier the silence grew. No cars, no birds, no wind. Just the steady hum of my engine and the occasional groan of the trees swaying under a gray sky. My GPS had given up 10 miles back. The screen froze on a lifeless grid, no bars, no hope of signal. All I had now were the emailed instructions. Follow Route 12 until pavement ends. Take dirt road for 6 miles. Look for red gate. When the gate finally appeared, it felt like relief. Rusted metal, paint flaking like dried blood, standing alone where the forest thickened. Beyond it, a narrow drive disappearing into gloom. I stopped, engine ticking as it cooled. The air was sharp, earthy, heavy with damp moss. I should have felt calm. Instead, the quiet pressed down like a hand over my mouth. The house came into view after half a mile, a hulking 2-story thing crouched beneath the trees. Its gray boards sagged under the weight of time, shutters closed like dead eyes. A porch drooped around its middle, rails green with moss. I killed the engine and stepped out. The woods seemed to hold their breath. This better be worth it, I muttered, hauling my duffel. The key slid into the lock like it had been waiting for me. Inside, the air smelled of old wood and something else, faint, like rot hidden under floorboards. The living room sprawled ahead, shadows pooling in corners. A stone fireplace crouched on the far wall, black-mouthed and cold. Dust lay thick on everything, except for a single photograph above the mantel. A family, man, woman, small boy. All pale, stiff, dressed like a century ago. Their eyes were flat and wrong, staring through the glass like they saw something behind me. The boy clutched something in his fist. I turned away. By nightfall, the storm rolled in. Rain clawed at the windows, the wind threading whispers through the trees. I sat by the fire, beer in hand, trying to read. But the quiet wasn't empty anymore. It moved, shifted, brushed against the walls like a hand searching for a way in. Then, thud, upstairs. I froze, book sliding from my lap. Another creak, a slow drag across the floor. Hello, my voice cracked the silence. Nothing. I grabbed my flashlight and climbed the stairs. The hallway stretched long and black, lined with doors that sagged on rusty hinges. The child's room door was open. I was sure I'd shut it earlier. Inside, the air was colder. The little bed hunched in the corner, sheets rotted to lace. A wooden horse slumped on its side, one eye gouged out. And on the wall, carved deep into plaster. Don't listen. The letters were fresh. I stumbled back, slammed the door, and ran. But I didn't leave. At midnight, the whispers began. Curling through the walls like smoke, too soft to catch, until a giggle cut through, bright and sharp. A child's laugh. I followed it to the dining room. A book lay on the table, fat and leather-bound, its cover cracked like dead skin. The name etched on the spine, L. Harper. The pages trembled in my hands as I read. April 3, 1891, the voices are louder at night. They call for him, always laughing, always calling my name. More pages, more madness. They whisper through the trees. Through her. She says the boy is not ours. She says he belongs to them now. But they will not have him. I will not let them take him. The last entry made my blood turn cold. It is done. They will never have him now. He is with me. He will always be with me. We are together in the walls. Then, creak, above me, and a slow, scraping drag. The sound came again, something heavy sliding across the floor above. I gripped the flashlight like a weapon, heart hammering as I crept up the stairs. The hallway stretched ahead, the shadows thicker now, clinging like cobwebs. The child's door yawned open again. Inside, something moved. Not much. Just a shift in the dark, like breath. I swept the beam across the room. The horse lay where it had fallen. The bed sagged in its corner. But the wall. The words were deeper now. Jagged gouges. Don't listen to him. My skin crawled. Then I heard it. A whisper right at my ear. He's behind you. I spun. The hall gaped empty. But from the far end, a shape unfolded. Tall. Thin. Its head brushing the ceiling. Arms too long. Fingers dragging along the floor. I ran. The stairs shook under me as I barreled down, breath tearing from my throat. Behind me, something followed, soft, scraping, like claws over wood. I grabbed my keys and burst through the door into the storm. The car loomed through sheets of rain. I flung myself inside, jammed the key in the ignition. Click. Dead. No lights. No engine. And in the rear view, a small shape, sitting in the back seat. Smiling. I bolted from the car, splashing through mud, running blind down the drive. Branches tore at my face, rain burning my eyes. Then, red. The gate. Relief hit like a drug, until I saw what lay beyond. The house. Squatting in the trees. Lights glowing warm behind its windows. I was back. No matter where I ran, the house waited. By the time I stumbled inside, my clothes were soaked, my breath ragged. The fire was lit now. Burning high, and in its glow stood a man. Tall, broad, face pale as bone, eyes black as rot. He smiled. "You came home," he said. Behind him, the walls bulged, breathing. Something moved beneath the wood, small shapes writhing, pressing outward like trapped animals. The man stepped aside, and there he was, the boy from the photo. Except his face was wrong. Smooth as wax, no eyes, no mouth, just skin stretched tight. The whispers rose to screams, pouring from the walls, the floor, the ceiling. Laughter threaded through, high and sweet. The boy tilted his head, and a hole tore open where his mouth should be. A black, endless hole. The man's voice slid into my skull like a blade. "He's been waiting for you." The walls split wide, and the dark swallowed me whole.